What's the word?
Deadline.
Welcome, Guybrush.
The voodoo lady. Boy, am I glad to see you. I've got so many questions.
There'll be time enough for questions later. But first, hand me the LeChuck Slayer.
The what?
The cursed cutlass of Kaflu. Now that LeChuck has been destroyed, the cutlass must be ritually dismantled in a soul-chilling voodoo ceremony to ensure that his evil never reawakens.
Yeah, about that. I tried to destroy LeChuck with the cutlass, but I had to make some last-second substitutions, and there were some complications.
What manner of complications?
Well, the cutlass didn't so much annihilate LeChuck as it turned him human.
What?
I couldn't believe it either. Personally, I think it's a trick.
A human LeChuck? This is troubling.
Can you help me?
I'll do as much as the fates allow, but I fear that you will not like what I have to say.
Can you help me get off Flotsam Island? I've got a ship, but it won't do me any good with these crazy winds.
The cards say no.
No? Can't you just wiggle your fingers and voodoo schmoodoo the winds to blow out?
What you ask is beyond my power, Guybrush.
Then what in the name of Satan's comb-over are you good for, you bloated old sea hag?
What was that?
That was the pox of LeChuck.
Who the what now?
The pox of LeChuck. When your improperly enchanted cutlass turned LeChuck into a human, all the evil voodoo juju within him had to go somewhere. Were you touching him at the time?
I was. Does that explain the antisocial behavior and the crude gestures?
Yes. Some of LeChuck's evil has seeped into your hand.
Do you have a cure?
No, but I know where you can find one.
I feel a piratey quest coming on.
To eliminate the pox of LeChuck, you must seek out La Esponja Grande.
The big sponge?
La Esponja Grande is no ordinary sponge, Treepwood. It is a legendary sea sponge with incredible voodoo exfoliating abilities, capable of absorbing limitless quantities of voodoo mojo.
Where can I find it?
I have never seen it myself, but a former friend of mine, Coronado de Cava, spent many years searching for it. I last saw him in the Jerkbait Islands. Take this locket to him and tell him I vouched for your character.
I'll get right on it after I find Elaine.
That would be unwise, Guybrush. The pox of LeChuck must be eliminated before it spreads.
Whatever. Can you tell me if Elaine is okay?
The view is hazy. Ask again later.
Later? But she could be in danger, or dead, or worse.
I only know what the spirits reveal, Guybrush Treepwood.
Do you have anything to stave off the pox of LeChuck? His hand is really starting to annoy me.
The only way to safely deal with the pox is La Esponja Grande.
What else can you tell me about the pox of LeChuck?
It's a creeping cloud of unstoppable evil, spreading LeChuck's accumulated vileness like a disease across the seas.
Ugh.
Even now, I can sense the pox wending its way to this very island.
Assuming that I do go looking for La Esponja Grande after I get off this island, what else can you tell me about it?
It's a giant magical sea sponge capable of absorbing immense voodoo energies. If there's anything that can mop up all of LeChuck's evil mojo, it's the sponge.
Tell me more about this locket.
It was given to me by my friend, Coronado de Cava.
Why do you keep putting dramatic pauses around friend. Was Coronado...
Yes, he was my boyfriend.
Icky.
We met in the Jerkbait Islands many years ago. I fell in love with his treasure-hunting mind and his beautiful eyes. He fell in love with my voodoo charms and my supple...
La 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 la, not listening.
Like a volcano. But after several months of ocean-steaming passion, our love cooled after he became obsessed with the myth of La Esponja Grande. When we parted, he gave me that locket.
Sad and disquietingly graphic. You know, you've been helping me out for years, and I still don't know your name.
Names have power, Guybrush Streepwood. Only a fool willingly gives it away.
Does my name have power?
Sure, why not?
Well, this has been disturbing, but I've got an island to escape, a wife to find, and apparently a giant voodoo-sucking sponge to hunt.
May the fates guide you, Guybrush Streepwood.
Knock, knock.
Guybrush, don't.
Who's there?
No.
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
You fool.
What?
I've spent months crafting a pyrite parrot of Petaluma, and you've ruined it before it was finished. Now I'll have to start all over.
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. Sorry. Hey, if you're done with this, can I have it?
Fine. It's of no use to me now.
Who's the studliest pirate in the whole wide world? It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. Heh. What's this?
Ah, the spirits have guided you well. That is a bottle containing an ancient scroll left behind by the Vacalians, the former inhabitants of Flotsam Island.
Ancient scroll, huh? Do you think you can tell me anything about these messed up winds?
Perhaps, but first, you'll have to figure out how to break the unbreakable bottle I've sealed it in.
Unbreakable bottle? Why would you do that?
Some secrets are too dangerous to fall into mortal hands, Threepwood.
Anything else you want to tell me about this scroll in the bottle?
I purchased the scroll from a bitter old pirate named McGee. Make of that what you will.
Can't you use all the magical gunk in these bottles to cure my hand?
The pox of LeChuck can only be cured with La Esponja Grande.
What's this?
I recently found this contraption in a swamp. I have yet to plumb its mysteries.
That really puts the die in diorama. What's this?
That is a shrine to Noah Treblig, keeper of the crossroads.
It's locked.
Yes, and it will remain locked until it's ready to reveal its secrets many moons from now.
Murray? Guess this thing fell off the roof when I had my little LeChuck episode. I should get shouty more often. Looks like the wind gods of Flotsam are pointing that way.
Hey there, Threepwood. You mind if I get your pirate on the street opinion about the death cloud?
Death cloud? Pox of LeChuck.
The pox of LeChuck? Pox of LeChuck. Nah, too on the nose, not enough pizzazz. Death cloud is punchy. More in your face, more, ooh, I'm gonna die. Well, I got sick pirates to interview. See ya.
I'm back.
Aye, so you are.
What can you tell me about this bottle?
Arr, that'd be one of me special unbreakable bottles.
Unbreakable? Ah, there isn't a bottle alive that's a match for my gift for destruction. Impressive.
The secret ingredients are those jagged crystal reefs. They're tougher than diamonds.
Weird. But what do you do if you want to open one of these unbreakable bottles in order to, say, look at an ancient scroll you've cleverly sealed inside?
Arr, that's a good question, lad. Here, show you how it's done. I use this little beauty to chip off flakes from the reefs and to crack open bottles like this one.
Whoa! So let me get this straight. Your unbreakable bottles are, in fact, opened by breaking them?
Don't get cute, Blandy. I break other things too, you know.
Look! A three-headed monkey!
Hey, keep your grubby mitts off me bottle breaker.
Welcome aboard, sir.
Van Winslow? What are you doing here?
If it's all right with you, Captain, I'd like to stay aboard as your first mate.
I don't know. I really don't...
Jolly good, sir. You won't regret it, mark my words. Now, if you'll excuse me, I believe some of my stitches have popped. I'll meet you here if the winds ever change.
A cheese wheel. Monster. Yuck. Still, maybe I'll find some starving rats who will eat it. Hey, it's one of those spiffy new Hungarian easy-action cannons I've been begging Elaine to let me buy. Whoa, the wind's really doing a number on that cannonball.
Unicorns! Me beautiful unicorns!
Take this, unbreakable bottle! Hey, look out!
No!
Well, at least the bottle's probably broken. I guess it is unbreakable. Yoink! It's amazing how many of life's problems are solved by indiscriminate cannon fire. Okay, let's break some bottles. Hey, knock it off, hand! Ow! Looks like I'm gonna have to get my hand under control if I want to break this bottle. I know what would cheer up these gruesome carvings. Cheese! Nope. Still menacing. Oh, and now my cheese wheel is staring at me. Hey there. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. And you are?
It's Hemlock. Hemlock McGee. You couldn't leave old Hemlock alone with his grog and his tattered dreams, could you?
Did the wind shipwreck you on Flotsam Island too?
I've been trying to suss out these zany zephyrs since I washed up here. I even found an ancient scroll that promised to lead me to all the answers.
No.
But I couldn't figure it out. I got so frustrated that I kicked one of those statues out in the jungle and stubbed me toe. When I went to that butcher at Singe, he cut me leg off.
Ooh, harsh.
Without 2 good legs, I couldn't explore anymore. So I limped into Club 41 and started up a long-term relationship with a keg of grog.
Can I see your ancient scroll?
Afraid not, Skippy. Some stupid witch stole it from me in a poker game a few months ago. Won't do any good without my Eye of the Manatee, though.
Keen. Can I borrow it?
Now, why in the name of Neptune's hangnails would I let you borrow this priceless artifact of a long-dead civilization?
I was thinking I could carry on your work to make amends for the whole getting your leg hacked off thing.
Fine. I can't use it anymore anyhow.
Thanks, Hemlock. I promise you probably won't regret this.
Free vowels! Get him while they're vowels!
Bonjour.
Hi there. Are you a doctor?
Mais oui, I am the Marquis de Singe, former court physician to King Louis himself. And who might you be?
Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Zut alors! Your hand.
Yeah, I seem to have come down with something.
This is fantastic. We must investigate at once. Très intéressant alors. And you say your sick little hand has a mind of its own?
Yeah, it keeps hitting people, making rude gestures, doing all sorts of stuff I'd never do. Well, not without a really good reason, anyway.
Fascinating.
So, can you fix it?
Monsieur Threepwood, you have my word as a former physician of the court of King Louis that by the time you leave here, your misanthropic hand will never trouble you again.
So, how did a dazzling urbanite like yourself wind up in a sleepy pirate island like Flotsam?
Ah, mon ami, that is a tale of triumph and tragedy. Many years ago, I was a young physician in the court of King Louis. Those were heady days, tending to the many ills of the aristocracy, navigating scandalous palace intrigues. I was a rising star in the scientific firmament.
And then?
A conspiracy of jealous scientists accused me of performing inhuman cross-breeding experiments with the queen's poodles.
Scientists can be so catty.
The king was outraged and ordered me exiled on this deserted tropical island.
Deserted? Then you were the first?
Oui. Happily, my solitude was short-lived, as the merry winds of Flotsam have conspired to bring me many new pirate patients over the years.
Scientifically speaking, what do you think is the cause of these crazy winds swirling around Flotsam?
Ah, yes, the winds. Personally, I'm convinced that they are a rare but perfectly natural meteorological phenomenon caused by a Lagrange inversion of the atmospheric humors in the upper troposphere, causing a counter-cyclonic...
Forget I asked.
Incroyable!
So, Doc, what's the verdict?
Ah, monsieur, you are a very lucky man.
I am?
Ah, oui. The disease spreading through your saucy little parrot hand is like nothing I've ever seen before.
That doesn't sound very lucky.
In fact, somewhere in that easing appendage may lie the secret to life itself.
It may? Hey, nice going, hand.
I'll know more after I cut it off.
What? Hey!
But of course, Monsieur Sweetwood, the only cure for a hand that infected is a quick, clean amputation.
Amputation? Isn't that a little rash?
No, it's a very big rash, which is why we'll have to amputate. But not to worry, monsieur. Your hand won't feel a thing thanks to my specially concocted rogue anesthetic.
Ow!
Now, if you'll just relax here a few minutes, I'll be in the back sharpening my petit guillotine blade. We don't want to cut off our hand with a dull blade now, do we?
Well, I guess you have a point there.
Au revoir.
What a loon. But at least my hand seems under control for a while. I better figure out a way out of this tastefully appointed abattoir before the Marquis de Crazy Pants comes back. Feats don't fail me now. Score 1 for the pirate with the pointy feet. I hope this works, or I'm about to throw away a perfectly good key.
Jacques! Bad monkey! After I take care of Monsieur Sweetwood, it's back in the box for you.
Listen, monkey, if you and I work together, we can both bust out of this joint. What do you say? Are you with me? That's the universal symbol for yes. This looks like it might do something interesting. Ouch! That looked unpleasant. Let's see what this does. Bananas from heaven! Thanks, Banana God. Sorry. All right, feet. Make yourselves useful. All right. A gross picture of my grosser hand. Things are looking up. Whoops. I meant to do that. Wow, an electromagnetic monkey! I had a dream like that once. Only it was an iguana, not a monkey. And instead of a key, it was an ice cream cone. Plus, I was in my underwear for some reason. Wow, he seems excited about something. That's it. Come on, you magnificent magnetic monkey. Gotcha! Now, to work the key into the lock. Ta-da!
Monsieur Threepwood, what do you think you're doing? Get back on the table at once.
Sorry, Doc, but I think I should get a second opinion. Thanks for numbing up my hand, though. All that flailing and slapping was getting on my nerves.
Wait! Wait! Stop! I must have your beautiful dirtifying hand! Come on! Ah! Slovenly parrots! Leaving their trash floating all over the place! A parrot hunter, eh?